Hey all, Sai here. I want to make this sign on this piece of cedar. Yeah. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to go around the edge. So I went around the edge with a 3/8 inch roundover bit. And it isn't too scary for me anymore like it was the first time. I've learned some things about feed direction that help avoid the scary skips and jumps. Then I used Loctite spray, which is supposed to sit for 1 minute. So I went and got myself another router. And yes, it's from Harbor Freights again, a drill master, but you know what? It's working for me. I have my SC50 bit. Ooh, that's getting sticky already. Yikes! Let's put that on real quick. So I'm using the SC50 bit in this one. Looks like that. You can see it. And then in this one, I am using a round nose bit. We're going to try that to go around the Jesus letters. So, yay! The SC50 bit is for small stuff, and these letters are pretty small, so I traced around them and removed the wood in between the letters too, since no other bit would fit in there to remove the excess wood. Curious to see how this round nose bit's gonna look. Thanks. I'm doing the letters around Jesus differently than I have before. Instead of using the profile bit to trace and then take out the background with the 1/4 bit, I'm just tracing with the 1/4 inch bit. And it looked okay, but I can tell I really need practice with it for sure. I finally got a stiff bristled brush, and it works awesome! And I have the compressor handy too. Then I left the paper on and sprayed it with black primer, and again, I usually spray more than I need to. It's dry. I'm going to sand it now. I removed as much of the paper as I could, and then I sanded with 40 grit using the handheld sander. It was gummy, and that is probably because I used too much primer and I didn't let it dry for like 24 hours. So I ended up replacing the sandpaper quite a bit, but finally it sanded away. Then I used 80 grit with the orbital sander and sprayed it off with air. I accidentally scruffed up some of the edge, but then I liked it. So I did it to the rest of the edge to give it that lived-in look, I suppose. I am going to try the transfer technique with lacquer thinner. I've had it to work before, and so I'm going to try to do it this time again. I have this sanded down to just down to 150, but hoping it'll work. Verse, John 14:6 says, Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. The only way to the Father is through me. Awesome! So let's put that on here. Got my size corner. That right there. Let's just try it. Tape. I haven't had luck just wiping the lacquer thinner and leaving it, and since the making of this sign, I have learned to use the frosting spreader instead of a scissor handle. See, that worked great, but that one got a little muddied, so I'm going to sand that off. This looks great, though. Sand that off and do it over. And it sands off so easily. Okay, second try. So this time I wetted and rubbed a few words at a time. Got a little bit there of oopsie where there's like a little knot piece, but other than that, it's pretty good. Cool. Then I added a wire hanger. Well, night has fallen, and so I don't want to spray it in here, so I think I'll just spray it tomorrow. It's another super sunny day. Yay! And I used Rust-Oleum clear gloss. I used the last of that can up. Gibby's really enjoying the sunshine. Does that feel good, Gibbs? Gibbs is always chilly and Wally's always too hot. I'm like Gibbs, I'm always chilly too. The sign is all dry. Yay! Jesus, the way, the truth, and the life. Awesome! So, thanks for joining me again, everybody, and we'll just see you next time. Bye! I used the last of that